What's up, y'all? Peace, family. It's a beautiful day. Allow us to have some dialogue. I'm back with long format content videos because I have been amassing a wealth of knowledge, understanding, and growth over the past few months that I would like to share with you guys because it's only right. So, first of all, cheers. I hope you guys have been doing great. It's a beautiful day. The energy is nice and high. The energy of change is in the air because we are now in spring. The equinox has passed, and the energy is the actual beginning of the year now. Because if you didn't know, the year actually starts over in spring, not in the middle of January, not in the middle of winter, I mean. You gotta ask yourself, why do they start the year over in the middle of winter? That doesn't make any real sense. Kind of throws your rhythm off, right? So I came to an understanding that, or I came upon some knowledge that was saying that we have 13 months of 28 days each month, and that coincides with the lunar calendar because it takes one lunar cycle is 28 days. So it's actually 13 months in the year, and the year begins over right now. So it's a beautiful time to move through any transitions, to move into any new situations that you got going on, to release some old things that you got going on, because the energy, literally the energy, is supporting transformation, transition. So I just got back from ceremony not too long ago, a couple days ago, and I'll talk about that in another video, and it was very powerful. So, but I wanted to share with you guys something, right? Because we all know that I'm someone who practices retention, right? And the question is, even though I'm on retention, I still date women. I still see women on a regular basis. And the question that I get from a lot of my peers and a lot of people that see me out, doing my thing is, does retention make you get more women? So this is what I want to address today in today's conversation. Does retention make you get more women? And for me personally, yes and no. Now I want to share with you why I say both of those things, because I'm not going to lie. As I've practiced retention, and as I've gained more in energy and more everything that comes along with the benefits of retention, I am able to acquire women easier. It just happens that way, for a variety of reasons. And the reason I want to say no, though, as well, is because, like I've said in other videos in the past, I don't want to come across as giving the message that the reason for you to do this is to get women. The reason for you to retain your seed is to get women. Because the real reason that you should be retaining your seed is to increase your own relationship with discipline and your own self-development. And that's the reason I say yes and no, because that path of self-development and discipline, that is most likely going to get you girls. But no, because that's not the reason you're doing it. You're doing it because it's best for you. You're doing it because of growth, because that's the nature of life. That's the nature of the soul. And that's one of the natures of the soul. And it just behooves you to move in that direction and kind of release any expectation of certain results that might come from walking the path, right? So you want to get to a place where the path itself is its own reward. And that is something that I've been, I've stepped into for a good amount of time now. And especially the beginning of this year, well, let me speak differently. Since January, I've been really focused on, retaining just for the sense of my own personal development and just getting better at it, just getting better at it, even though I'm still maintaining, seeing multiple women and things like that. And it's good because it puts you in a space where you don't have to lie about anything. You don't have to, Your energy is so strong. You build up such self-confidence in yourself because you're doing a difficult thing of your own accord, that why would you feel the need to not tell someone the truth? The real reason will be because you're scared, right? Because you're fearful of losing whatever, that represents you, whatever the case may be. But if you build up that self-confidence, if you build up that confidence that's not reliant on the outside world, them things are not going to sway you like that. You're not going to be afraid to walk away if the thing is not fitting your model of how you want to handle the situation. So, truth be told, the more honest that I am and that I've been, people stay. Like, you know what I'm saying? People stay around, and they value that honesty. They value the honesty because, let's be honest, society is weak. And everybody's hiding from everyone. Everyone is lying to everybody. And to get a man to interact with a man that is not afraid to tell you the truth is refreshing, or so I've heard. This is what I've heard over and over again. So I'm like, yeah, this is the way that I want to be. This is the way that I want to continue to be, and just kind of let the pieces fall as they may. So that goes back to the original point of let the process itself, let the path itself be its own reward. Because I'm telling you guys, you walk on this path and you're gonna see things happen that are almost like magic. It's almost like you are, I'm telling you, I want to be 100% honest with you guys. You have to understand that you are not just a physical being. I don't care how it sounds. I don't care if it sounds, wow, oh my God, this is weird. I don't believe anything that I don't see in front of me. Like, that's an old, outdated mode of thinking. You got to see yourself as a powerful being. You're not this. You're way more than this. And as you walk on this path, you're going to see magical shit happen where you're going to be like, I am definitely not just this, because I was just thinking about this and now I see it here. These things are coming to me as if I'm attracting them magnetically, like easily. Promise you. And it doesn't take a long time for that to start happening. But let me say this. You have to guide the energy. You can't just sit there and just be like, I want to sit there and meditate all day and just be like, I want a girl. No, like, you gotta be in the world. You gotta be social. You gotta be, and I'm not saying put yourself in like alcohol situations and things like that, but find things that you like to do that are akin to your likes and go out and enjoy them of your own accord. And then you'll see how the situations just kind of coalesce to you, because you won't be afraid to engage with the world. And that's what you're here to do. Engage, infuse the world with your energy, and that's what happens when you don't release the seed in chicks. You release non-physical seeds in the actual world, and then you see things start to grow and manifest things. That's how it works. This is like, for the logical left brain people, this is the science of it. You go out there, you infuse the world with non-physical creations, and then things start to manifest. So do you get more girls off of, have I gotten chicks off retention? Absolutely. Excuse me. That's probably one of them right now. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely I have. And it is something that it transformed how I see the way I go about things now. Cause it's like, yo, for example, the women that I attract when I go 3 weeks, it's like, oh damn, now I attracted this girl when I was on 3 weeks of retention and she's still around, I went 50 days once, and the woman that I attracted when I went 50 days is still around, and it's been a few years, you know what I'm saying? She left and we kind of went separate ways, but then we came back to each other. So I'm starting to see that you build up your magnetism. At least for me personally, I build up my magnetism in a way where I attract said girls at certain vibrations. which then correlate to them staying for certain time frames. Just feel me? Dropping some real heavy stuff on y'all if y'all willing to walk the path, you know? And I'll say this, it's not just retention, it's also I work out. Like, I take care of my physical body, and that's huge. That is very huge. If you guys don't do some sort of strength training, you're tripping. I don't want to hear no excuses. I'm fucking tired, or I got work all the time. My genetics. Like, you can do something. You can do something. And for me, I see how having a fit body, it allows me to bypass a lot of the shit tests that women would normally give somebody that are not as fit or that they're not as attracted to. They don't do that with me, you know, because they are, you know, they like my physical body. They like the way and that's just the work that I put in. That's the work that I put in by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that kind of aids in the attraction and the keeping of women and things like that when you're on the semen retention path. So, man, I wanted to share this with you guys. Because I feel like it's something that you guys can benefit from, and there are just certain ways you gotta go about it. You can't just do retention by itself and then expect magical things to happen. You gotta work on yourself. You gotta be you gotta be in the gym, or you gotta work out. It's final. You gotta work out. You gotta be kind of your own man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have things going for yourself, or you should have things going for yourself, or at least moving in that direction. Be a man of purpose. All these things combine to make you an ideal person that someone wants to be around. And when you include retention in that, it just makes you stand out from 99% of everyone that the girls are already or have dealt with or are already dealing with. And so you become that top option in the pool, you know? And then once you have a multiplicity of options, you start to develop even more confidence, you know, because what does Rollo Tomasi say? Options breed confidence, you know? So it's just a cascading effect after that, and next thing you know, you have a nice little solid rotation if that's what you want, or you got a girlfriend, that's what you want, and you're just like, damn, I'm really flowing, I'm really in this space. But it requires you to stay on the vision of the process. You can't get caught in the results of like, yes, I'm doing this for women or this and that. You know, you gotta stick with what got you there, and that's just being in love with the process itself. Let the process itself be the reward. So I feel like that's enough game for today. That's a good amount of solid game for you guys. If you guys got any questions, please reply in the comments, and let's keep this dialogue going. I'm back, and I ain't really go nowhere. I'm still uploading. I'm still showing you guys what I'm really doing. I'm making music, just like I said I was gonna do, and now it's happening. And I hope you guys have been great. Thank you for sticking around. Be sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe. You already know, guys. Until next time, remember, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection. Peace. Let me go when I call for help. Nobody's hero.